Hello everyone, my name is Tisra and welcome back to our Satsuma campaign. And this is just what I was after. We got the British military mission. And that will eventually allow us to recruit the Ironclad warrior class. But we'll have to build this first, which I will begin. And that is going to take 10 turns, and recruiting said Ironclad I think will take like 5 or 6 turns. So yeah. Yeesh. Anyway, we are still gearing up for our eventual attack. I actually recruited some quite good line infantry here. And let's see. Okay, one more turn. Then we have recruited all the units I want to recruit. And we should be good to move out. Also, I moved in the foreign veteran. And we gained that slight bonus when it comes to recruitment. That's very nice indeed. We are gonna get that on these guys, by the way. These guys started with additional chevrons. So yeah, that is that for this turn. I just want to start recording here because of the British military trade mission. So we got to see that. Oh, I have some rivals apparently, and hopefully they'll be able to actually push that backwards. And push that back to where they came from, but we'll have to see. Anyway, we are ready to move out, and let's grab with us the.
Attention, you slovenly samurai.
Well, that was not nice. That was not nice of you. Slovenly. That's an insult I haven't heard before. So yeah, I think we're good here. Also, we actually have control over this. And they're not unhappy, so that's quite nice. We don't need to build any happiness buildings. So I do not know if this invasion will be pushed back, but hopefully it is, because then I might have a chance to get in here and declare war. Actually, let's declare war right away, because, well, why not?
I will listen, but my heart tells me that your
Let's go ahead. So now it's official. Hopefully they don't have an army hidden here, poised to strike my units. That'd be very sad. But yeah, Fukuoka, they will go first, and hopefully they will be defeated. But who knows? It might be Fukusa I have to declare war on next. Or Fukuoka, actually. And that's these guys. And that's not fun. I guess alternatively I could go against Kokura. But yeah, that all depends on what these guys are going to do. Also, Saga, they want a trade agreement with me, and they want a military alliance with me. Fair enough, but they want 3,000 koku for it. No. You are gonna be the one who actually gets value out of that, so I will not go with that. Definitely not. These guys are desperate, so that seems like a good thing for us. A very good thing indeed. Let's see if we can drop the artillery and actually get the bungo on this turn. No, we can't. Okay then. Also, you decided to move out of your capital. I don't know if that was a good idea. In fact, I do not think it was a good idea at all. So yeah, bombard the field artillery school. And we might see a battle with these guys. And they might also try to flank around and grab Higo. So let's recruit 2 levy infantry here, just in case. And if I see these guys continue their path, just continue pump out levy infantry. And if they don't go that way, well, we can just dismiss them. I think that is a pretty decent idea. Also, you have researched this, so our clan is slightly more happier, and we are continuing down this street right here. And that's it for that turn. And they came back to defend. That seems like a good idea. And as it stands right now, we have about an equal opportunity of winning, and I actually don't think that is the case. I think these guys have an actual larger chance of winning when they're in this fortress, because fortresses as I've showed you, are notoriously hard to crack, and yeah, you really need to know what you're doing in order to actually kill one. So yeah, also continue with the bombardment and whittle down the garrison. But yeah, if it comes to a field battle, I can pretty much guarantee that I will be victorious. So I don't see any problems there. We're also at war with Kukura, as I mentioned. And I'll probably keep these guys here, and actually, it might be a better idea to go for Fortress. That'll take 4 turns and more money than I have at the moment, so I don't know really. Yeah, that'll be a 1-tiered castle, and I think I actually have enough units here with the automatically generated garrison to actually hold that off. So yeah, I might go for a fortress, and hopefully that'll be done before these guys can actually reach Higo. But that remains to be seen if they even try to attack me. Also, if I do actually capture Bungo, I will have gotten access to copper, and that's a very nice resource. Let's see here. 32 apiece for iron, 27 for tea, and 38 for copper. There's only coal that is more valuable than that. And we actually do have some coal over here. You can see from this mark on the campaign map, on the Fog of War, I guess. So, Hiraldo. Yeah, you are gonna be enemies at some point. But then again, pretty much every faction is going to be an enemy at some point. If we are going down the Republican route. And here we go. We have a field battle in front of us. Again, some actually quite decent cannons. I used that in my next to last Josiah campaign part, and they proved to be quite deadly. I think they killed like 500 soldiers. And of course, some of that was because the AI didn't really do that well, and it could actually have easily taken it out earlier, but still, it proved to be quite deadly. Anyway, we have way more line infantry than they do, and well, we have the same number of crappy line infantry, so I guess there's that. We have cavalry, they have cavalry, but a lot of it actually. So yeah, we will definitely go on the defensive here, and try to stand at the maximum range. These guys have 550 to range, and I think these guys have 750. So actually they might be winning when it comes to the artillery here. But we'll try to fight the battle in a way that makes it go in my advantage. I don't like this this territory. This terrain, I guess. I don't like all the forest areas. Yeah, this might be a little bit trickier. Thankfully we have howitzers, so it doesn't really matter that the ground is a bit hilly. Actually, it isn't that hilly. It looked a lot more hilly than it actually was. So, what do we do? Oh yeah, we do have these guys. I actually forgot about them. Let's do a little bit like this. And that. So yeah, short barrels equals a short range. 550. Oh well, we'll have to make it work. Let's put the, actually, these guys are superior, I think. Except for ammunition. And that's about it. So actually these are slightly superior units. So we'll keep a first line, which should hopefully soak any cavalry charges. And we'll go for a second line. Okay, there we go. And that is our second line, which is a lot longer and goes all the way into the forest. General, stand back here, try not to get hit by artillery. And then we have the spear units. One less than the previous battle, because they decided to run away. Well, they didn't really. They didn't have too many remaining. Oh, I didn't realize that. These guys are actually, what's the name for it? Guerrilla units. Meaning, yeah, the keystone training is probably what does that. They can hide anywhere. Well, they can be deployed anywhere. And they can hide for quite a while, I think. So this might be our best chance to actually take out the enemy artillery. Yeah, we'll try to use them as such. No guarantees though. Okay, that's a forest. This is also counted as a forest. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. Both of them are hidden. Nice. Yeah, hopefully this will result in a win. Last thing before we start. All in guard mode. And you guys group up. And we are ready. So yeah, hopefully these guys will come towards me, and hopefully they'll leave the artillery behind and completely exposed. So, moment of truth, are you in range? These guys are in range somehow. Really? What's your range? 650. Okay then. Might actually have to withdraw here. Well, let's do like that for time being until these guys get a bit too close for comfort. That might be very soon actually, so yeah, I think I'll have them standing where they are at the moment. Come to think of it. Yeah, they are gunning for it. Also, I have superior stats to the saber cavalry, but the enemy artillery, the enemy cavalry, is not the target at the moment. The enemy artillery is. Okay, our wooden cannons have started firing, and I think our, yes indeed, our howitzers are gonna start firing. With shrapnel. Yeah, not too effective because of all of the forest areas that is kind of absorbing the shrapnel. But we can still manage to do some damage, that's for sure. Let's kneel fire, and any unit that is going to try to outflank here is going to be hit by these loyalists. And one line infantry, which should also be hidden, by the way. Levy garrison infantry, do we need to worry? We might have to worry because they're actually going against levy infantry. Oh, thankfully we're actually behind a hill here, so I don't think these guys will actually be able to shoot at them without having to outflank them first. Or actually outflank them. I was thinking of what I was going to do and what these guys are apparently going to do. So yeah, it does look like those guys are able to fire at me until they actually crest the ridge and get into my line of fire. So that's pretty nice. Oh, here we go. Saber cavalry, you are actually going after those guys. Okay then. We'll turn these guys around and have them deal with you. Also, let's take out the cavalry ASAP. The artillery, that is. I guess the cannon battery found a decent target there. In my cavalry. Come on! Can I just blast them, please? Of course there's a tiny ridge there that I didn't see. Oh well. So you're doing very well when it comes to outflanking here, but you are also charging a place that has spear units supporting. I'm almost a bit proud of the AI here. They're actually doing a pretty decent job. Oh well. Okay, the cavalry has been chased away. At least partially. First ranks are about to break. Oh yeah, make a second rank, yeah. In case the Imperial Loyalists break the second time around. But yeah, you are staying in and keep fighting against spear units. I just don't see a good reason for that. Also, why aren't you firing? You're not out of ammo. Yeah, I really don't know. And you have fire at will on, so... Oh, here we go. Yet another cavalry unit. Speaking of cavalry units, let's actually use mine. In something that is not artillery. That's very nice indeed. Also, why were you firing at these guys? Yeah, this is my fire. Why are you firing at these guys? I told you to hit the garrison infantry. Okay, fire at will off. So now you're guaranteed to hit what I tell you to hit. And not just picking any target willy-nilly. Okay, we chase them off. And we shatter them, actually. And both of these units are now surrounded by a spear unit and a musket unit. I think it's about time to break them completely. And these guys are already broken. Let's break these guys then. Actually, let's shatter those guys. And there goes the last of the cavalry on this flank. So it was a valiant effort, but you could have done a lot of stuff better. And there we go.
Victory is assured, sir.
Lots of units shattering, lots of units breaking, and a lot of units not coming back. These guys are putting in a valiant last effort, but it is futile, and we annihilated them, I would say. Well, to be fair, we did suffer a lot of casualties, but we did deliver quite a lot of pain as well. Okay, let's stop the artillery so we don't suffer any friendly fire. And also, you guys can stop firing. You as well, by the way. Those are artillery shells hitting. Okay, it's the wooden cannons ones. Yeah, the shell time for well, the air time for those shells are at sometimes quite ludicrous. At least I think. So I guess it makes sense that I heard a shell just smack down all that time after I told him to stop firing. A few small units left on this flank. Yes, this one is the main one. Let's try to chase them down. And let's go into hyper mode. And even without revolvers, the General's Bodyguard is quite brutal when it comes to routing units. Yeah, chasing down routing units. Oh, you're not doing anything. Okay then. Let's give you something to do. And you guys are done with those guys. Let's have you guys help out. And these guys are now off the field. So only this unit's still remaining. The artillery is actually intact. We might be able to capture it after this battle has ended. And this artillery is actually quite awesome. It is static, so you can't move it once you have deployed it. But other than that, it's quite a good one. Also, it doesn't cost anything because it's an auto-generated one, and indeed we got it. That's very nice, and we can just let the well, that's not happening. We can just let the wooden cannons just stay. We don't need them. Anyway, gotten that done, which unfortunately lowered the modernization a little bit, but that is not going to be a problem anymore. It's really a major problem at the first tier, but after that it's not a big deal really. Dominion and Realm. Let's go for that. We gain some additional honor. Actually, speaking of honor, let's take a look at it. It's still at 4. Okay. Also, we got a few more skills, but I'm gonna pick this and then I'm gonna save my skills until we get down to this, and then I'm gonna pick actually all of them, which should allow me to pick all of these, which are the N tier ones and are pretty awesome. So yeah, that's what we'll do for now. Let's give him some additional defense, why not? And let's break what remains of them. And we'll probably lose this Imperial Loyalist, but oh well. It'd be a glorious sacrifice for the Satsuman Empire. Or the soon-to-be Satsuman Empire. Actually, he didn't die. That was pretty sweet, I guess. Anyway, let's do what I said I was gonna do. There we go. And our foreign veteran has also leveled up. Sure. Why not? I don't need to use that agents too much, except for just having them stay with an army and train them up. And as I said, we acquired copper. Also a clan destroyed, which quite obvious. We just did that. And we can actually right away have it pump out a lot of high quality copper, which will absolutely piss off the local populace. Oh well, suck it up. And yet another field artillery school, which is actually what allowed them to get the 20-pounder. That's quite nice. These guys didn't move on that end turn, so yeah, I used all of my money on this province because of that reason, because these guys haven't moved actually. So it might not be needed to upgrade that fortress, and I'm quite happy about that. We will try to do that later on, but right now when we actually might be needing to conserve our money a little bit, that is a priority we have to take. Anyway, now that we have some copper, maybe these unfriendly bastards, they appear friendly, but they won't trade with me. Maybe they'll actually trade with me this time.
It is good to
No, apparently they well, these guys don't have any copper, but they don't want any copper if it comes from me, apparently. Yeah, I don't know why this is happening, and I'm not trading with you, because I'm gonna just completely annihilate you pretty soon. Yeah, no one wants my high-quality copper. That's a bit frustrating. I can't do too much about it. That was actually the same faction. Wow. I'm just testing out random factions here. Yeah, all of them says it's unacceptable. I don't know why. They apparently all like me, but they do not like my my products. Oh well. Let's see how much of that we are actually trading. So we are trading 85% of it, meaning that when I increase the capacity, it will only go here and not there. And that's not too good, because this is vastly more worth when it's exported, rather than when it's just sold straight up. But yeah, I can't do too much about it. Oh, that's not a good fill rate at all, 56%. 42%. Yeah, we need more trade. But as I said, no one wants to trade with me, so I don't know. Actually, let's see about Sendai, because the larger factions have a tendency to get a trade agreement more often. Only problem is they are shogunate, so that might be a deal breaker there. But let's try it anyway. And yes, it was indeed unacceptable. I just see if that... Nope, it doesn't budge them a bit. Okay, are there actually anyone that are like... They don't mind? No, they're all unfriendly. Of the shogunates, that is. Because I think I've tried every single imperial faction, and... Yeah, you saw the result I got there. Anyway, that's that for this turn. I already did some upgrading when it came to you. Speaking of upgrading, 6 turns away. That's quite nice. And that will increase my trade capacity, which I don't know if it's needed or not. Or if I will be able to use it to the fullest capacity. Apparently no one wants to trade with me, which is a bit sad. But hey, if I can't do anything about it, I just can't do anything about it. Also, are you wanting to fight me on the battlefield? Good luck. Actually, our army is slightly damaged. Not massively damaged. I still have quite a few units that are very much at full strength, and I also have the additional firepower of the artillery. But it really depends on what way you're going. Once again, if you're going down towards Higo, I have a problem. So I will actually take these guys and push them out. Well, first, let's push them out to see how these guys react. -8. Ooh, that is not good at all. Let's try to fix that with a bit of garrisoning. It will help slightly, but not too much. So yeah, actually my plan was to move out and make my army a more tempting target rather than Higo, but that appears to not be going well with Bungo, so we're not going to do that.
Your next command, sir.
Yeah, and I want the income from this. Actually, didn't I exempt him from tax?
Yes, my
Maybe I didn't. I actually didn't. Oh, that was silly then. Because if I now go and recruit garrison troops, that's actually not what I wanted, because I want some slightly cheaper ones. There we go. That should get it to neutral. And this going away, and that going up. Okay, never mind. And that will go up. Okay, quite a few things will go up. But if I do this, one not that useful unit and one not that strong unit anymore, and have them guard everything,
very
should actually be good on the next turn, that is.
your orders.
So yeah, now I lost basically every movement point I've got, but hopefully I can make these guys not go for Higo, as I said. But just in case, let's recruit more levy infantry. And yeah, that is that for this turn. Let's see what they choose to do. Also, they have their agents. Are you going to try to bribe him? Surely not. That's the faction leader, so that might be a bit tricky. And there you go. They're going down towards Higo. Well, if I rush towards Busen, I might be able to crush them before that happens.
Ready for orders.
Actually, can I land my men there?
Setting sail, sir.
I might be able to.
As you command.
This might be a very big risk, actually.
Your orders.
I don't know how big their navy is, and if it's bigger than mine, which is very likely if they actually have a navy, then I have a problem. Anyway, let's try to land here.
Full speed ahead.
And there we go. So on the next turn I should be able to take their capital. And these guys, will they be able to reach me? I think they will. Oh dear. And if they capture Higo, well, then this was for naught. Except for the fact that I captured a coal mine, I guess. So yeah, we'll see what they'll do. Probably they'll assault Higo, and if they don't, well, then they're dead.
Let us speak.
You still want that trade agreement and military alliance, and it's not going to happen. It could have happened if you didn't... Oh, yeah, you flipped and went to war against me. Well, why not? That's you, right? We'll see. Yes? Okay. I don't really care, and your allies are not gonna help you. Also, thank God that I didn't stay on that fleet. Oh well, here we go. Basically what I expected. So yeah, seeing that I didn't actually upgrade this, this is now a 1-tier castle, if I remember correctly, and it will be a tough job to actually defend it, with Imperial Loyalist and Ronin. So yeah, we'll fight this and try to kill off as many as we can. We might even be able to hold them, but I don't think that is really that plausible, but okay. You never win any battles that you just auto-resolve when the balance bar is like this, so we'll take the chance and see if it pans out, and yeah, even in the worst case scenario I will still have made a lot of damage to these guys, so hopefully that'll be enough, but we'll find out in the next part. So I hope you enjoyed this part, like, comment and subscribe if you did, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.